Last time in our story, Xicor arrives on Earth with his mother, the West Kai, Leela. He makes the unbelievable claim of being Goku's third son and plans to rule as the strongest warrior in the universe in his father's stead. But first, he must get rid of the surviving Z warriors and planet Earth. Xicor's power proves to be too much for Goten, Vegeta, Trunks, and even the newly transformed Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. And in his final moments of need, Gohan cries out to his father, "What should I do? Please help me," he says. Will Goku hear Gohan's cry? Will he be able to make it back to Earth? Find out this and more coming up in the next exciting chapter of Xicor, Son of Goku. For crying out loud, just how strong do you have to get until you're satisfied, said Pikkon. Goku and Pikkon are training in a place far above the skies of even the realm of Kaioshin. During their training, Pikkon finally manages to get the jump on Goku, when suddenly, Goku flashes for a brief moment, giving Pikkon a taste of his new power and transformation. "Sorry," says Goku, "that was a mistake. If you change into that form every time it looks like you'll lose, I'll never be able to win," respond Pikkon. We then flash to the planet of the Grand Kaioshin, a place in the other world where Goku used to train. The Grand Kaioshin is on the phone with the old Kai, who is still searching around, trying to find a means to contact Goku. The Grand Kai says, "I don't know where they went. I'm positive they flew off with some weird dragon. He went with Pikkon." Remember that this is after the events of Dragon Ball GT, when Goku flies off with Shenron at the end of the series. After hearing this from the Grand Kai, the old Kai says that he's now convinced he knows exactly where Goku is. Back over to Kibito Kai, he is still monitoring the events between Xicor and Super Saiyan 4 Gohan on planet Earth. He says, "It seems the time has finally come for me to fight." The old Kai warns him and says, "Wait, what are you doing? You can't lightly get involved in the problems of the lower world. It won't be much longer until Goku is found." Kibito Kai responds by saying, "No, without a doubt, she is the Western Kaioshin, which means that this is a problem that I must solve." He then teleports to Earth, right to the center of the action, behind Leela, who is only a few feet away from Xicor and Gohan. "You're the East Kaioshin, aren't you? So you finally show yourself," said Leela. "West Kaioshin, you were supposed to have died by being killed by Majin Buu 5 million years ago. So then why are you in the world of the living?" said Kibito Kai. "Supposed to have died? Don't patronize me. I wasn't killed at all," respond Leela. "Be it true that I was driven to the brink of death back then, I survived. Even after the planet exploded, I drifted about the vacuum of space for millions of years, but no one ever appeared to rescue me." Okay, holy crap. After reading this, it makes sense to me why she's so bitter. How could you drift about in space for millions of years? I really don't know how this could have happened though, because the Kais all know instant teleportation. We just saw Kibito Kai use it a second ago to get to Earth. So even if the logic is at first she was too beaten up and didn't have the key to use teleportation, you want to tell me it took millions of years for her to heal and her key to return? I mean, that's really strange to me. Maybe there's stuff about the Kais that we don't fully understand, but still, suffering like that for millions of years, I can easily see how that'll turn the nicest person bitter. She continues by saying, "Meanwhile, you were in the realm of the Kaioshin, living comfortably." Kibito says, This can't be. I had no idea." Lila responds, "I was in agony. Why would a Kaioshin, one who is supposed to stand at the top of the universe, have to suffer such disgrace?" And then I realized that power accounts for everything. Nothing could be done without power. Overwhelming power. Power is essential for he who shall stand at the top of the entire universe. They must boast the power of the best in the entire universe. Kaioshins, who are supposed to be the apex of the whole universe, not having the power of the best in the whole universe, don't you think that's a contradiction? "Then what have you been doing up until now?" asked Kibito Kai. Leela responds with, "I've been lining my sights for a chance to conquer the whole universe. Frieza was a failure, but this time I've successfully created the ultimate warrior. Come now, Xicor. What are you doing? Hurry up and kill them. Okay then, responds Xicor. Are you about ready to die, son Gohan? Xicor raises his hand to the sky, creating a ki blast. At the same time, Kibito Kai teleports behind him. With his sword in hand, he takes a slash at Xicor. Xicor dodges, but he was definitely very startled by Kibito. Kibito then teleports a weakened Gohan some distance away. He instantly heals Gohan and then says, "Thank goodness I made it just in time. Gohan-san, I have a request for you." As soon as Xicor locates them, Leela lands behind him. "Xicor," she says, "that fellow is the East Kaioshin." "The East Kaioshin," responds Xicor. "He's a most detestable existence. Disperse every single last trace of it." "I get it," said Xicor. Back to Kibito Kai and Gohan. Gohan says, "Did you just say fight with Xicor one more time?" Kibito responds with, "I did." Gohan responds by saying, "Kaioshin-sama, you did go through the effort to bring me back, but we're far too mismatched on terms of ability. I'm sad to say it, but even if I fought him any longer." Kibito responds by interrupting Gohan and showing him his sword. "Gohan-san," he said, "you will not have to win. All you have to do is draw his attention for a little bit." "That's the Z sword," said Gohan. "Yes, I restored it," said Kibito Kai. "I will catch him while he's off guard and seal Xicor in the Z sword." "Seal," said Gohan. At the same time, Xicor attacks. "Brought back by the Kaioshin, were you? Even if you were, it's useless. I'm going to eliminate the lot of you in an instant. Remember my request, Gohan-san." "I understand. I will try," said Gohan. Gohan transforms back into Super Saiyan 4 and continues his fight with Xicor. He manages to deflect one of Zycor's attack and toss him high into the sky. "Full power," he yells as he charges up an attack. "Have you lost it, son Gohan? If you fire that from there, the Earth will suffer the consequences," said Xicor with a smirk on his face. "Da!" said Gohan as he fired a barrage of ki blasts at Xicor. For a moment, we can hear Gohan's thoughts, and he's thinking, the Earth's damage can be restored by the planet Namek's Purunga. Right now, my first priority is to stop Xicor from moving. Obviously, Purunga is the dragon that is summoned when the Namekian Dragon Balls are used. Gohan's attacks are so powerful that in a nearby city, Papaya Man, aka Oob, is working overtime to try and save the citizens from buildings toppling over. Gohan stops his attack and the dust begins to clear. For the most part, Xicor seems unscathed, but he does seem very annoyed. "You really got carried away," he says. A short distance behind Xicor, Kibito-shin plunges the Z-sword into the ground and begins the sealing ritual. But Xicor is moving too fast for Kibito to pinpoint. At this moment, Vegeta jumps up yelling, "Get out of the way, Gohan," and charges a final flash. Gohan barely manages to dodge as the attack hits Xicor point blank. Trunks also adds to the attack with his Buster Cannon, and then Gohan adds a massive Kamehameha, making it a 3-on-1 attack. Even Xicor is being pushed back by this powerful combination. "Father, please give me the power from back then," says Gohan. The same power that defeated Cell. Oddly enough, it's almost as if Goku could sense Gohan's thoughts. In his world far away, Goku stands up and looks to the sky. "Did something happen?" asked Pikkon. "No, it's nothing," said Goku. "Give him everything you've got," said Vegeta. Then we get this beautiful panel of the 3 Saiyans going all out. But still, somehow, Xicor is able to deflect the attack. Gohan, Trunks, and Vegeta are shocked, and Xicor, although a bit fatigued, is pissed. He said, "You half-dead fools are coming in 2s and 3s? There will be no more miracles for you." And with that, both Trunks and Vegeta fall from the sky. They collapsed from exhaustion, having reached their limits. "So then, who shall I wipe out first?" says Xicor. In that moment, however, he drops his guard, giving Kibito Kai an opportunity. "I've got you now," says Kibito. He then fires the sealing technique at Xicor, hitting him point blank. "What? This is sleep forever within this sword," said Kibito. "This is bad," said Leela. Then, at the last second, as Kibito-shin is dragging Xicor to the sword with his technique, Lila fires an attack, knocking the sword from the ground. The smoke clears to reveal that they were unsuccessful in sealing Xicor. "What was that just now?" said Xicor. Gohan and Vegeta are shocked. Kibito is completely defeated. He says, "Damn it. My one chance. Gohan, I'm sorry, said Kibito Shin. He then collapses from exhaustion. Apparently, the sealant technique took pretty much all of his energy. It seems he used up all his power, said Lila. He tried to seal me within this sword, said Xicor, reaching to grab the Z-Sword. However, before Xicor could get to it, Gohan grabs the Z-Sword. Beaten and battered with the Z-Sword, he assumes an attack position, ready for his final stance against Xicor. And that is where this chapter, the second chapter of the series, ends. If you made it this far in the video, let me know which one of Goku's sons you're rooting for in this fight. If it's Gohan, hashtag Team Gohan in the comments below. If it's Xicor, hashtag Team Xicor. Also, I just want to take this moment to thank everyone who has purchased the Yamoshi book. So far, there has been nothing but positive feedback as people receive their copies. Creating that book was a journey, and it really means a lot to see that so many of you guys are enjoying it. I'm currently trying to work out the logistics of how I can go about rewarding everyone who shows their support by purchasing the book. If you're interested in picking up a copy, there will be a link to do so in the description, and thank you in advance. Lastly, this story is Dragon Ball AF, After the Future. It's by Toyable, aka Toyotaro, and I will leave a link to where I found it in the description. Guys, thank you again for all the support. Hashtag Dude Crew. I will be talking to you again real soon. Bye.